When we daydream about joining the ranks of the world's richest families, we often picture the glitz and the glamour, not the grind and the grit it takes to get there. Yet, the story of the Chung family, the $14 billion dynasty behind Hyundai's automotive and shipping empire, starts far from luxury, grounded in the raw determination of a patriarch who came from nothing. The saga begins when their family founder is born into poverty in what is now North Korea, a farmer's son with a relentless drive who in fact ran away from home not once, not twice, but 3 times trying to start a business and change his stars. Thus, for the Chung family founder, each escape wasn't just an act of rebellion, it was a bold step towards an unimaginable future. And it was this mix of daring and vision that transformed a modest trading company into an industrial titan, helming not just one of the largest car companies in the world, but we bet you didn't know that Hyundai, and thus the Chung family, runs the largest shipbuilding enterprise in the world as well. Yet, shockingly, the gleam of their multi-billion-dollar dynasty belies the shadow of misfortune that trails their footsteps. As they climbed the peaks of industrial dominance, they were also beset by a series of calamities that seemed almost mythic in their cruelty. From the despair of 3 unexpected passings of family heirs, including 2 sons who personally chose to no longer continue living, to the criminal conviction for embezzlement of the current family patriarch. This wealthy family's saga is more than just a rags-to-riches tale. It is a Shakespearean drama, with the sleek counters of modern South Korea as its backdrop. In today's episode, join us as we describe the Chung family of Hyundai, a $14 billion saga of wealth and woe. In the echelons of South Korea's business aristocracy, few names resonate with the same vibrancy as that of Chung Mong-koo. The venerable former CEO and honorary chairman of Hyundai Motor Group, Mong-koo has etched his name into the annals of corporate law, not just through his strategic acumen, but also via the sheer magnitude of his fortune. As of 2024, his net worth is estimated to be $4.7 billion, according to Forbes. Meanwhile, his annual salary is $4.3 million, according to mywage.org. And the Chung dynasty's coffers, bolstered by their Hyundai conglomerate that spans the automotive, shipbuilding and construction sectors, owe much to Mong-koo's tenure as chairman of Hyundai Motor. Under his stewardship, the brand not only became synonymous with reliability and innovation, it grew to be a cornerstone of the family's wealth accumulation. And over the past year, Hyundai has set a new course towards unprecedented success in the choppy waters of the automotive industry. Financial figures speak volumes, with the company's coffers swelling to the tune of $118 billion in revenue for the 12 months ending in September of last year. This marks a leap from the previous fiscal year's $105 billion, charting a growth trajectory of 21.19%. Certainly, such numbers are not just indicators of robust sales and operational finesse. They are the metrics of Hyundai's relentless pursuit of excellence. Yet, it's in the fiercely competitive US market where Hyundai's strategy and agility have truly shone. Ascending to the 3rd rank in retail new vehicle market share in the initial 5 months of 2022, Hyundai now only trails behind automotive behemoths Toyota and GM. And this climb, fueled by a diversified product lineup across key car and utility segments, is a striking demonstration of Hyundai's market acumen and its ability to connect with American consumers. Parallel to the rigors of automobile manufacturing, in the leisure world, the Chung dynasty doesn't hold back. Their Hyundai Yachts Club stands as a beacon of luxury and an icon of the Chung family's ambition to cultivate a rich yachting culture in South Korea. And this initiative, helmed by their Hyundai Yacht, pioneers in the luxury yacht domain, is a bold stride towards integrating global yacht brands into the Korean lifestyle. With amenities like Wangsun Marina and the opulent VIP lounge The River in Seoul, the club offers a medley of nautical adventures and bespoke events, from serene sunset cruises to grandiose wedding celebrations. Therefore, It's an endeavor that not only enriches the leisure landscape, it elevates yachting to an emblem of sophistication and a conduit for unparalleled experiences. Furthermore, in the wider panorama of Southeast Asia, luxury yachting is emerging as a vibrant epicenter of the industry, drawing in the region's elite with the allure of pristine cruising destinations and the promise of high-end tourism. Already seen as old money leisure activity of the well-heeled back in the West, nations such as Thailand, Indonesia, and the Philippines are now coveted ports of call for yachting, and their enchanting waters are hosting the sleek silhouettes of luxury yachts. Here, the pursuit of exclusivity merges with the economic potential, steering these locales towards becoming havens for both opulence and investment. And how could we forget the Chung family tree, rooted in tradition and branching out into modern industry, and anchored by Chung Mong-koo and his wife, Lee Jung-hwa. Their children, including the heir apparent, Chung Yui-sun, are poised to carry the Hyundai banner forward, ensuring the family's legacy and fortune continue to thrive in 2024 and beyond. However, life for the Chung dynasty wasn't always luxury yachts and the breathtakingly sleek vehicles. Believe it or not, this multi-billion-dollar behemoth of a family started in the mind of a poor farmer in the early days of the 20th centuries. In the chronicles of corporate history, few stories of rise are as imbued with determination and resilience as that of Chung Ju-young, the visionary family patriarch behind Hyundai. Emerging from the humble beginnings of Asanri, now situated within North Korea's territory, in 1915, Chung's early existence was a testament to adversity. And the shadow of Japanese colonial rule and the spectre of poverty loomed large over his family, curtailing his formal education and thrusting him into the workforce at a tender age. Yet, even as a youth, Chung's entrepreneurial flame burned brightly. You see, his days were split between the teachings of Confucianism under his grandfather's watchful eye and entrepreneurial ventures, such as selling firewood to eke out a living. And newspapers, his window to the wider world, spurred dreams of opportunity beyond the confines of his rural existence. Thus, at 16 years of age and driven by an unyielding desire to transcend the confines of his existence, Chung, alongside a companion, set his sights on Seishin, now known as Chongjin in North Korea, fueled by the prospect of employment and the promise of a better future. And their journey, a perilous 15-mile trek through the daunting terrain of the Peichun Valley, led them to the town of Kogan, present-day Kowon, North Korea, where they found work as construction laborers. Despite the grueling hours and meager compensation, Chung relished in the independence that came with earning his own keep. This initial foray into the workforce was short-lived, however, as their adventure came to an abrupt halt upon his father's discovery of their whereabouts. Therefore, this experience, though brief, ignited in Chung a passion for civil engineering and instilled a sense of accomplishment. Undeterred, he soon plotted another escape, this time setting his sights on Keijo, modern-day Seoul, in April 1933. Accompanied by two friends, their journey was fraught with challenges, from the early capture of one companion by a family member to a deceitful encounter with a stranger who robbed them of their funds. Their plans were once again foiled when Chung's father located him at his grandfather's residence, putting an end to their expedition. Back in Asan, Chung dedicated a year to aiding his father on the farm. Yet, the dream of a life beyond poverty remained unshaken. Seizing an opportunity, he sold one of his father's cows to purchase a train ticket to Keio for 71, and upon arrival, Chung enrolled in a bookkeeping school, aspiring to carve out a career as an accountant. This venture, too, was short-lived. 2 months later, his father located him, leading to a mild confrontation before taking him back to Gasan. Despite these many attempts, by 18, he finally successfully completed a daring escape to Seoul. There, his journey took him from the docks of Jinsan Harbor to the construction sites of Boseong Professional School and the humble abode of a starch syrup factory, each job a stepping stone towards something greater. Then, Chung's tenacity bore fruit when, as a deliveryman for the Bokung rice store, he caught the owner's eye, ascending to the role of accountant and eventually owner. Yet, this early venture also did not last long, as Japan's wartime policies forced him out of the rice business. This setback, however, was merely a prelude to the rise of Hyundai, and the winds of change brought by the end of World War II saw Chung pivot to a niche yet crucial operation, refurbishing trucks for the US Armed Forces. You see, the presence of US Armed Forces in Korea, part of the American military's broader efforts to support and stabilize the region in the post-war period, helped Chung capitalize on the immediate needs of a cash-rich foreign military and also lay the groundwork for Hyundai's expansion. Consequently, this pivot marked the nascent stages of what would burgeon into a sprawling Chung family empire, extending its reach into engineering, construction, and notably, shipbuilding. Now, Chung Ju-young's audacious entry into shipbuilding, securing a multi-million-dollar order with no prior experience, catapulted Hyundai to the forefront of the industry, embodying the company's meteoric rise to becoming the world's largest shipbuilder. And in his twilight years, his focus shifted towards the lofty aim of Korean reunification, engaging in diplomacy, cross-border ventures, and symbolic acts like the return of 1,000 cattle to North Korea, igniting hope in the hearts of those yearning for a united Korea. And the establishment of Hyundai Civil Works in 1947, later evolving into Hyundai Construction Company in 1950, marked Chung's bold stride into rebuilding a war-torn nation. The Korean War presented formidable challenges, yet Chung's unwavering vision of a resurgent Korea never dimmed. Hyundai, or modern times, became synonymous with the nation's march towards progress, reflecting an ethos not confined to any single industry, but encompassing a limitless horizon of possibilities. At the heart of Hyundai's storied rise were Chung Ju-young's gambits, investments in R&D, a commitment to delivering quality at competitive prices, and a customer-first ethos that anticipated and met consumer desires. The 1960s heralded a critical period for Hyundai amidst South Korea's push for economic revitalization. For example, the government's second five-year economic plan, introduced in 1967, underscored the importance of domestic automobile production. Capitalizing on this directive, Chung founded the Hyundai Motor Company within the same year, entering into an initial partnership with Ford to produce the Cortina, a model that incorporated 21% Korean-manufactured parts. Hyundai's ambition extended beyond mere manufacturing. The company aimed to forge a distinctly Korean automobile. This vision led to the collaboration with Italian designer Giorgio Giugiaro and British engineers to create the Pony, South Korea's first mass-produced car, in 1976. Equipped with a Mitsubishi engine, the Pony symbolized Hyundai's burgeoning prowess and achieved notable success in European and South American markets, though it fell short of entering the premium US market. Next, the 1970s marked a period of exponential economic growth for South Korea, with a significant surge in GNP driven by export expansion. And Hyundai emerged as a pivotal player in this economic boom, capturing a considerable share of the domestic market by 1976. Indeed, the company's trajectory mirrored the nation's ambition to transition from a labor-intensive economy to a modern industrial powerhouse. Entering the 1980s, Hyundai targeted the promising US market, launching the Excel in 1985 as a competitively priced sedan and hatchback. The Excel's success in the US underscored Hyundai's capability to compete on a global stage, marking its evolution from a regional manufacturer to an international automotive force. Despite facing challenges such as the early 80s oil crisis, which temporarily impacted sales, Hyundai's resilience was evident in its response, enhancing productivity and innovating its own models. By the decade's end, the company achieved a milestone in technological self-reliance with the development of its first proprietary gasoline engine, the Alpha, and its own transmission system. This achievement underscored Hyundai's transition towards independence from foreign technology, setting the stage for its future as a self-sustaining, innovative car manufacturer. Thus, Hyundai's journey through the post-war reconstruction era and beyond is a chronicle of innovation and adaptation. And by the twilight of the 20th century, Hyundai had become a household name around the world. The mantle of leadership thus passed to Chung Mong-koo in 1999, who, with a blend of foresight and financial acumen, propelled Hyundai Motor Company into a new epoch. And his strategy was a potent mix of investment in design, quality, and manufacturing prowess, supplemented by an audacious warranty offer that captured the American market's imagination. Furthermore, Hyundai's narrative took a decisive turn in 2004 when it was heralded as a paragon of initial quality by J.D. Power and Associates. Today, Hyundai's dominion extends far beyond the realms of shipbuilding and automobiles, encapsulating a vast empire that spans engineering, energy, and logistics. Yet, even with all of the economic and industrial success in the world, in order to tell the full story of the Hyundai family, we must mention the tragedies, for this is, sadly, an integral part of their saga. Now, believe it or not, the story of Chung Ju-young and his descendants unfolds with the drama of a Shakespearean tragedy, mixed with the resilience of a lineage from HBO's Game of Thrones. You see, the Hyundai founder, a paragon of entrepreneurial vision, fathered 11 children, 8 sons and 3 daughters, who each, in their way, were to carry the mantle of their father's legacy. Yet, fate had a script of its own, marked by both triumph and tragedy. The family's ordeal began with the death of Chung Shin-young, the founder's brother, in 1962, due to an intestinal obstruction while studying in Germany. Sadly, this loss was a harbinger of the misfortunes that would befall the family in the years to come. Then, in 1982, the family was struck by a profound tragedy when Chung Mong-pil, Chung Ju-young's eldest son, died in a car accident. You see, the accident occurred in Gimcheon on the Gyeongbu Expressway, and Chung Mong-pil was driving a Hyundai-built Ford Granada at the time of his demise. Furthermore, this loss was not just a personal blow to the family, but also a significant disruption to the succession plans within the Hyundai conglomerate. The succession within Hyundai even further jolted by the self-inflicted demise of Chung Mong-woo, another heir, in 1990. His passing, a personal decision born out of struggles not visible on the corporate stage, highlighted the silent battles with mental health issues that individuals may endure, irrespective of their public stature or success. Then, further complicating the succession path was the self-chosen loss of Chung Mong-hun in 2003, amidst a scandal that rocked the foundations of Hyundai and the Korean peninsula at large. As a central figure within the conglomerate, Chung Mong-hun's involvement in illicit fund transfers to North Korea, aimed at facilitating a summit with the South, drew intense scrutiny. His passing, amidst legal challenges and public controversy, had profound implications for Hyundai's market performance and brought to the fore questions regarding the group's engagement in political affairs, especially those concerning North Korea. Yet the dramatic saga continued with Chung Mong-koo, another of Chung Ju-young's sons, and the man who would eventually take over Hyundai faced allegations of embezzlement in 2007. Despite the gravity of these charges, he retained his leadership role within the company, sparking a broader dialogue on corporate governance and ethical leadership within the conglomerate. However, all the while, his stewardship of the Hyundai Kia Automotive Group into a global powerhouse still underscored the resilience embedded within the family's DNA. Meanwhile, Chung Mong-kun and Chung Kyung-hee emerged as custodians of the family's diverse business interests, from department stores to the automotive sector, demonstrating the breadth of the Chung family's influence across industries. Therefore, the Chung family's journey, marked by both remarkable achievements and profound setbacks, encapsulates the volatile interplay between personal legacy and corporate destiny. Let's flip over to the final chapter to see what they've got on the horizon for the 2020s. Now, family member Chung Mong-jun has carved his niche both within the behemoth shipbuilding industry at Hyundai Heavy Industries Group and on the political stage. As the helmsman of the world's largest shipbuilder, his strategic acumen has not only propelled the company to maritime dominance, but also solidified his status as a titan of industry. And venturing beyond the boardrooms of Hyundai, Mong-jun set his sights on the political arena in 1988, embarking on a storied tenure as an assemblyman that spanned 7 consecutive terms. Moreover, his political odyssey has been complemented by a significant presence in the world of sports administration, notably as the president of the Korean Football Association and a vice-presidential stint at FIFA. Meanwhile, siblings Chung Mong-il and Chung Mong-kun, though less conspicuous in public discourse, remain integral threads in the family's fabric, contributing to the conglomerate's legacy in their respective capacities. These days, Hyundai Motors Group has firmly positioned itself as the world's 3rd largest automobile manufacturer in 2024. And the conglomerate, encompassing Hyundai Motor Company and Kia Corporation, drives its revenue from a gamut of automotive pursuits, including the sale of vehicles, parts, and an array of related services. With a global market share that saw Hyundai dispatching 4.24 million vehicles into the world in 2023, making up about 5% of the worldwide car market, the company's influence on the global stage is unmistakable. And Hyundai's knack for forging strategic partnerships is also noteworthy. Collaborations with behemoths like Amazon, enabling vehicle sales on Amazon.com in 2024, and AWS, which turbocharges Hyundai with state-of-the-art cloud computing prowess, highlight the company's forward-thinking approach. Furthermore, Hyundai's global manufacturing footprint, with substantial investments in the United States, especially in the burgeoning electric vehicle sector, speaks volumes about its strategic operational deployment. Peering into Hyundai's crystal ball, the road ahead appears paved with ambitious endeavors and technological milestones. With the Chung family at the helm, it's likely that the corporation will be much like their own personal history, filled with the highest of highs and a few speed bumps along the way. And now, we'd like to see you in the comments. Which East Asian wealthy family would you like us to cover next? We love hearing your thoughts, and thanks again for joining us on another episode. Cheers, until next time.